Remember when I told you about that coming ZTE phone that was going to deliver the first under-the-screen selfie camera in a smartphone available to consumers? Well, it's here. It's called the ZTE Axon 25G, and The Verge got a hands-on with it, and their initial impressions are not good. Apparently, putting the camera underneath the display presents exactly the sort of problems that you would maybe expect. Quote, "The under-display integration is extremely noticeable on light backgrounds, like what you tend to see on settings screens. There's a square patch of the screen that exhibits a clear dithering effect, making it appear much lower res than the rest of the panel. I will just say right now that I think it looks worse than having a notch. In more general use, it's harder to notice. If you're viewing photos or full-color wallpaper, you can see the lower resolution area if you look closely, but it isn't quite as distracting. Of course, the next obvious question is how the camera actually performs. The news here is not great either. I don't want to diminish the technical achievement of getting a halfway functional camera under an OLED screen at all. It involves new types of transparent materials, pixel filters, and demosaicing algorithms to make sense of the light that hits the 32-megapixel sensor. But the result, unfortunately, is a bad selfie camera. In good light, the Axon 25G's selfie camera takes hazy, soft photos with weak colors and blown-out highlights. The disparity is just as stark in low light, with a ton of noise and obliterated detail. I turned off the Pixel 5's night mode here to make it more of a fair fight, and it still crushed the Axon 25G. This under-display selfie camera is merely functional, and that's being generous. It can capture images through the screen, yes, which is indeed a minor miracle, but you probably won't want anyone else to see them, end quote. Click through on the link in the show notes to this piece to see side-by-side comparisons of the images yourself.